This is Hantun Village, Datun Village, Jianchang County, Huludao City. It has been flooded like this. Now people are running to the roofs to wait for rescue. I can't make a call, but I can send a video. I hope everyone is safe. There is a river in the middle and two villages on both sides of the river. Both villages were flooded. Oops, the water is intense. Now we have entered late August. Flooding in many provinces in China is still severe. In August 2024, extremely heavy rain fell in parts of Huludao, Liaoning province, northeast China. Many reservoirs in Huludao City and Chaoyang City opened their gates to release floods. On August 19th, a large reservoir in this area began to release floods. On August 20th, 5 towns were flooded. Local water, power, and the internet were cut off. When the local government released floodwater from the reservoir, it did not notify the villagers to evacuate as soon as possible. At around 1 a.m. on August 20th, there was a flood in the area and the water depth exceeded 2 meters. None of the villagers had time to escape, and the number of casualties remains unknown. Many people's houses were flooded, and some houses' roofs were even lost due to the floods. The floodwaters invaded their homes, destroying everything in their path. Many people had no choice but to run to the roofs to ask for help. In the video, a girl cried and said, "I can only pray that it won't rain and that the water level will be lowered so I can still live." Villagers trapped by floods posted a video asking for help online, saying, "The house is flooded. The house in front of us has collapsed. You can't even see the tin roof anymore, and it's coming right up to our house. There is a river over there and the water is all overflowing. The water is all overflowing. There is a village in the middle of the river on both sides." This video shows the scene of rolling floods in Jianchang County. This video shows a woman trapped by floodwaters trying to call the outside world for help. This is a video call for help from a male villager hiding on the roof of a house, showing that he can't even make a phone call. This is Hatun Village, which is flooded like this. Now people are running to the roofs of houses waiting for help, and they can't make phone calls. I may still send out a video, but I hope people are safe and well. This is a river in the middle. On both sides of the river are 2 villages, both of which are flooded. This video shows the local village flooded up to the roof. A helicopter has nowhere to land, and the floodwaters have submerged the village. This video shows the streets of Jianchang County flooded with fast-flowing water. Several people on electric bikes were swept down in the water, cars were washed away, and a local bridge was broken. A netizen warned that the large reservoir in Huludao is releasing floodwaters and that people downstream should try to move as quickly as possible. These videos show the floods in Jianchang County that submerged the bridge and destroyed the cement pavement. Look at the Zhuhai Bridge. This is the big bridge. The flood has reached the bridge now. Have you seen the water? Isn't it scary? Now the river has leveled off. They are all in the yard. Mr. Hua, a villager in Jianchang County, told overseas Chinese media, "It's terribly miserable here. All the houses are gone, the feed and corn are all soaked in water, and all the crops have been lost. The houses are full of mud and all the cattle have been washed away. The damage is enormous. We need rescue, but the relief supplies cannot be sent out. There is no water or electricity in the area. The victims have no place to eat or stay. It's really miserable. The local government has not reported the casualties. At 6 a.m. on August 21st, officials said that more than 500,000 people had been evacuated from Huludao City and one person had died. Since the CCP has always concealed the extent of the disaster, the exact number of casualties is unknown. On August 20th, many villages and towns in Chaoyang City, Liaoning Province were flooded. Mr. Yang, a citizen of Chaoyang, told overseas Chinese media that nearly 100 vehicles in the city have been submerged in water in the past few days. Mr. Yang said, "Heavy rains and reservoir discharges have caused huge flows. Rivers and river dams have been washed away. The surrounding countryside has been severely affected with water and electricity cut off. The floods destroyed many villages and houses collapsed. Several villagers were swept away, but there was no official report." On August 20th, 2024, heavy rainstorms occurred in several other cities in Liaoning Province, including Dalian City and Anshan City. Waterlogging occurred in urban areas in some towns, and first-floor stores and underground garages were flooded. Cars piled up along the river, cornfields and cattle in the countryside were flooded, and the local drainage system was paralyzed. This caused a man-made disaster, but the authorities concealed the extent of the disaster. Local citizens reported to overseas media that the government will not allow reports. On August 20th, 2024, heavy rainstorms occurred in Guangdong, Hebei Province. A large number of cars were soaked in the water. The deepest water in the urban area was more than 1 meter deep. The flood washed away many vehicles. Some netizens said, "There was not a rescue team visible at the scene. An excavator was crawling on the road. It did not rescue people or tow cars falling into the water. I don't know what it was doing." On the evening of August 20th, 2024, lightning and thunder occurred in Nanyang City, Henan Province. Tables and chairs in an outdoor dining area in Nanyang City were blown away by strong winds. Heavy rain and lightning also occurred in Xinye County, Nanyang City. The disaster is also severe in other provinces of China. A river swells in Chifeng City, Inner Mongolia. On August 13th, 2024, a river embankment was washed away, flooding many local villages, towns, and large farmland areas. On August 19th, another heavy rain fell in the area, turning the urban area of Chifeng City into a vast ocean. Chifeng rescue worker Mr. Li told overseas Chinese media, "The water is so big that there are people drowned. Many cars are submerged in the water, and the flood has washed away hundreds of sedans. We can't save them all. The water is as deep as my waist." On August 21st, 2024, many cities in Guangdong Province, including Dongguan, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen, also experienced floods. As of August 21st, the Guangdong Provincial Department of Emergency Management stated that more than 80,000 people had to be evacuated across the province. Due to heavy rains, many roads in Guangzhou have experienced serious waterlogging. Traffic in some areas has been seriously blocked and roads have become rivers everywhere. This video shows that after the rain stopped, the roads in Guangdong turned into a vast ocean.
车都看不到了，还是在挪车。那
A girl riding an electric bicycle was almost swept away by the flood, but fortunately a passerby saved her.
水很深哦。哎呀，哦哦。
Two men stood on the car's roof waiting for rescue. The water was about to cover the car windows. Residents who have lived in Guangzhou for decades say it's rare to see heavy rains for such a long time, and they dare not go out. A local netizen said, at noon on August 21st, the streets were flooded with water up to their chests. A netizen in Guangzhou said, I live on the first floor, and every time it rains, I am worried about flooding my house. I highly suspect a problem with the urban drainage system. Let's look at Shanxi Province again. On August 20th, 2024, in Tongchuan City, Shanxi Province, heavy hail fell again during heavy rain, covering the ground in a thick layer. If large floods hitting China have become common in recent years, you may not have seen this scene before. On the morning of August 18, 2024, netizens in Chengdu, Sichuan Province photographed 7 suns. As you can see from the video, the brightest sun is located in the middle, and the brightness of the 4 suns on the right gradually decreases. The sun on the far left has only a faint shadow. A photographer told Chinese media that the scene of 7 suns lasted about 1 minute and then disappeared. In August 2024, 3 suns appeared in the sky in Nanyang City, Henan Province, which were very clear. The evening of August 18, 2024 is the 15th day of the 7th lunar month, the festival of ghosts in the Chinese lunar calendar. Citizens in Shenyang City, Liaoning Province took photos of 2 moons appearing in the sky. I accidentally looked up at the sky and was shocked. After all, I had never seen 2 moons before, and it took about 10 minutes to return to the regular moon. This phenomena is also recorded in ancient Chinese books. Ancient books on astronomy record this. In January 317 AD, 3 suns appeared in the sky. The fortune teller said, this indicates a war. 3 suns appear together, and within no more than 3 months, several powerful men are vying to become emperor. In traditional Chinese culture, there is a saying that natural and manufactured disasters and strange celestial phenomena often occurred during the last dynasty years. It can be found from the floods in various parts of China that the disaster was severe because of the continuous large-scale discharge of water from the reservoir. The government does not allow reports on deaths and injuries caused by flood releases from local reservoirs. Many villages were cut off from the internet and power for several days, losing contact with the outside world. The government's rescue was also not timely. In a country run by the Communist Party, officials do not think about serving the people. Still, they believe in coaxing their superiors, keeping their power, and getting promoted and rich. Therefore, post-disaster management is often prone to formalities, pretentiousness, or even cutting corners and creating shoddy projects. That's all for today. If you like our content, please like, subscribe, leave a message, and share it with your friends. See you next time.